Before you start, if you love football, hit the subscribe button. We want to reach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for your support.
Jurgen Klopp exclusive. Liverpool manager on poor form this season, staying motivated, smart recruitment and more. In an exclusive interview, Jurgen Klopp discusses Liverpool's poor form, smart recruitment in the summer transfer window, Leeds United and more. When Jurgen Klopp sat down for his first press conference as Liverpool manager in 2015, he spoke about creating a new story and giving fans a reason to believe again. "I'm the normal one," he said at the time. 7.5 years and 6 major trophies later, most Liverpool supporters would say that's a modest self-description. Nobody can argue the German hasn't delivered, but even he did not think he'd win every piece of silverware available. "No, of course I didn't expect it," he exclusively tells Sky Sports ahead of Liverpool's trip to Leeds on Monday Night Football. "I was hoping for it, and we could have actually won more, which is really strange. But no, I didn't really think about it that much. When you come in new to a club, you need success and steps in the right direction to buy time and to develop things properly, and that's what we did. But no, I didn't expect it." Klopp. Away form is poor, but we've played well at times. After coming close to leading Liverpool to an unprecedented quadruple last season, Klopp has watched his side experience a dramatic regression this term, sitting 8th in the Premier League. Liverpool are 12 points away from the top 4 with 9 games remaining and have lost more league games in 2023 than they did throughout the whole of 2022, the year they won 2 trophies and were runners-up in the Champions League and Premier League. Their away form has been a huge reason for that drop-off. Having won 10 of 15 away matches at this stage last season, they've managed just 3 victories on the road this time around. An average of 0.87 points per away game is their lowest since the 1992-93 campaign. "What I would say to that is we've had a few really good games this season," says Klopp from Liverpool's Kirkby training ground. "We've had a lot of good games in the Champions League and a few really good ones in the Premier League. They've mainly been at home, but we've even had good away games. It's just in some of them we didn't get results." Klopp. "We can't rely on Anfield to generate results." A 9-0 thrashing of Bournemouth in August and a 7-0 win over Manchester United in March have proven Liverpool are still capable of producing some spectacular results and performances at Anfield. The Reds have only lost once at home in the Premier League this season, and last weekend's impressive comeback against leaders Arsenal again reminded Klopp what is achievable in front of their own supporters. "It's a start that we have to build on for next season, but we can't rely on it," he says. "Of course, it's encouraging, but it's not that I think okay, that part is sorted, we can focus on the away form. We know we have to work on our football in general and the way we set things up." Klopp is the longest-serving manager in the Premier League and will extend his stay at Anfield to almost 11 years if he sees out the remainder of his current contract. In a season that has seen a record-breaking 13 managerial changes in the Premier League, 3 more than any other campaign, he assured Liverpool supporters he still has a burning desire to succeed despite his team's struggles on the pitch. "Yes, I am still motivated," he says defiantly. "Maybe even more, because now I know everybody here and I feel even more responsible for everything. I've said it a couple of times, it's a little bit strange when you have to say I'm fully in because maybe people from the outside question it. But no, motivation is absolutely not my problem. Smart recruitment is the Liverpool way." Jurgen Klopp responds to Liverpool transfer plans criticism after Jude Bellingham's saga ends. The Reds were long linked with the Borussia Dortmund teenager, but a deal now appears to be beyond their reach. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said there was no point in talking about things he could not have when asked about the club's decision to pull out of the running to sign England midfielder Jude Bellingham. Liverpool have long been linked with the Borussia Dortmund teenager, seen as one of the brightest young talents on the planet, and had reportedly laid extensive groundwork in a bid to bring the 19-year-old to Anfield this summer, but with the likes of Manchester City and Real Madrid also interested in a move. The total price of the package now appears to be beyond Liverpool's reach, forcing Klopp to look elsewhere in his midfield rebuild. "I have nothing to say on that," Klopp said in a press conference on Friday. "We don't speak about players we sign or do not sign, so we don't now speak about this kind of speculation. There is nothing to say about it. It is not about Jude Bellingham, my answer now, but I never understood why we talk about things we theoretically cannot have. We cannot have 6 players in a summer, everyone for £100 million. Everyone would say that is clear. You have to realize what you can do and then work with it. That is your job. We are not children. When you ask a 5-year-old what they want for Christmas and they tell you, I don't know, a Ferrari, you wouldn't say that's a good idea, you would say that is too expensive and anyway you cannot drive it. If this kid then was really unhappy because he didn't get a Ferrari, it would be a really sad life. You look what you can do, and you work with that. That is always how I worked. What we need and what we want, we try everything to try to get, but there are moments where we have to accept and step aside and do different things." Klopp has also been criticised for not refreshing an aging squad. Despite the arrivals of Darwin Núñez, 23, Cody Gakpo, 23, and Fabio Carvalho, 19, ahead of this season, Liverpool's starting 11 remains the 4th oldest in the Premier League, 27.77. "We know we don't have the youngest squad, but we have a lot of young players in the squad as well," says Klopp. "We built a team over years, we were successful, and last season we nearly won the quadruple. We didn't, I know, but we were as close as you could get. A lot of the things we achieved are based on the experience the boys made together. 1 year later, we are not great and everybody tells us we are too old. That's our situation and I have absolutely no problem with that. It's about doing the right things and that's what we always try to do. It's not about how much or how many. Then we go out and play football and people have to judge us."
If you love football, hit the subscribe button. We want to reach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for your support.